These are 7 affirming children's board books that I wish my parents had read to little me. So I'm taking the time to do this now in my life, and I just wanted to share these. These are some that I've come across that I've really enjoyed. The reviews are going to be really quick and simple, just kind of showing you a little bit of the book and talk about it a smidge. A couple of these are banned. I will mention which ones as we go through. The first one is Uncle Bobby's Wedding. This is the words by Sarah S. Brannon, pictures by Lucia Soto. I just want to mention too about the pictures here. The book originally was, they had like gerbils. So the art has been updated, and I'm glad that they did. It's actually really cute. If you can't tell by the title of the book, it is all about, the name of the girl is Chloe, and it's about her uncle who announces that he's engaged. He's going to get married, and she has some anxieties about that. She's like, wait, is this going to change how cool and fun you are? Spoiler alert, it doesn't change it. It actually makes it a lot better. So there's that one. That one definitely is a banned one on the list. It's been banned, I think, in way more than 2 or 3 states. It's been banned in a lot of them, especially when it first came out. Yeah, but I definitely recommend it. It's cute. This next one up is called Pink is for Boys, by Robb Pearlman, illustrated by Eda Kaban, and kind of goes through all these just different fun colors and things like that. What I appreciate about this one is that notion that colors have gender is so dumb to me as one who is really into fragrance. Like I've gone down the rabbit hole, like, why are perfume and cologne like relegated to genders when that's a scientific term? Like, it means the concentration. Like, this is dumb. And it basically comes down to the same thing as like we do with colors, which is like, it's all marketing. But they don't touch on this in here, but I do want to just mention, like, colors being genderfied is a very new thing, very new concept. This is not, I mean, if you go back in history, that wasn't a thing. This next book does not have words to it. It is all illustrations. Over the Shop. The idea is from JonArno Lawson, illustrated by Leng. This is a really charming book. It follows a grandma and her granddaughter, and they have an apartment to lease above their shop. The couple that actually ends up leasing the apartment are lesbians, and it's just really cool to see the impact that the lesbians have on the store, on the neighborhood, and it's a good one. So I enjoyed that, and the illustrations are pretty fun. Yeah. Oh, excuse me. This next one here, this one is so good. Our Subway Baby, by Peter Mercurio, illustrated by Leo Espinosa. This is true. This is a nonfiction story as well, and I really like the art. I like this style. Also, it just has so many references to the subway. But basically, the story follows these 2 gentlemen. One of them finds a baby in the subway, and it's Danny and Peter. And the story unfolds, and it tells like how each of them first saw the baby. The baby they ended up naming Kevin, because they end up adopting the baby. And it's so cute in the back too. They have photos of when they adopted Kevin and where Kevin's at now. When this was printed, he was in college. It's so charming, so sweet. Yes. 3 more. Next up is Love Violet. This was words by Charlotte Sullivan Wild, pictures by Charlene Chua. This one follows redhead, and they make a little Valentine, and kind of follows their emotional journey of being a little bit nervous and anxious of giving it to this other girl. And what I really love about it is it really delves into like processing emotion in a really healthy way. And a little bit of dealing with potential rejection and all of those things, but it does it in a really cute, gentle way. Yeah. Second to last here is Families, 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 written by Suzanne Leng and Max Leng. This book unfolds, it shows family portraits. They're zany, they're cute, they're silly. I love the illustrator, Max Leng. I love him and Suzanne's work. They do the Grumpy Monkey series, which is where I first came across their work. And I saw this one, picked it up, took a look at it, and it's so cool. Like they show all the different ways that families can look like. You know, there's families where like grandma and grandpa raised the kids, and there's families where there's one mom, and there's families with one mom and a dad, and there's families with a dad and a dad, and there's families that have where you have, you know, a half sibling or you have step siblings, and there's, you know, all the different ways in which families exist and what that could look like. And it's done in a really fun, zany sort of way. Yeah, super cute. This last one, I do have kind of a lot of emotion around just from my own experiences with it. I did not read this. This wasn't allowed really around when I was a kid, but it did come up, and not specifically from my parents, but just kind of in the circles that I grew up in. This book, I believe, was very contentious. At least that's kind of what I remember. Sort of that indoctrinating children kind of an idea. And as an adult now looking at it and looking back at it, I'm like, that's so ridiculous. The book is nonfiction. And Tango Makes Three. This is written by Justin Richardson and Peter Parnell, illustrated by Henry Cole. It follows these two male penguins that couple up, and they're in the New York Zoo, I believe, and they get an egg, and it hatches, and the people at the zoo name little chickadee Tango. And so it just kind of follows how Tango became the third little component of this penguin family. Yeah, it's super charming. It's sweet. And all of these are. And yeah, they warm my heart. They make me happy. It's been really good for me to kind of dive into reading some of these children's books in this perspective of thinking about it in that way, sort of as it's like, this is for the little young version of myself who would have really benefited by having this kind of stuff around and having it be okay for me to simply exist. So, have you read any of these? If yes, let me know. Drop a comment. Which is your favorite? Also, if you have one that I'm not including here, drop a comment. I'm always on the lookout for a really good book, especially ones that are charming and sweet and all that good stuff. So be curious to hear. All right. Thanks for making it this far through, and I hope that you have the day that you deserve. Woo woo.